The African National Congress, ANC, is no stranger to internal squabbles, but what unfolded during the party's latest National Executive Committee, NEC, meeting has sent shockwaves through South Africa's political landscape. President Cyril Ramaphosa, often described as calm, calculating, and measured in his political approach, reportedly stormed out of the closed-door meeting after a bitter confrontation with the party's Secretary-General, Fikile Mbalula. What was meant to be a crucial strategic session addressing the ANC's electoral setbacks and governance challenges quickly descended into chaos. According to insiders, the heated exchange between Ramaphosa and Mbalula wasn't just a minor clash of opinions, it was a full-blown power struggle laid bare before the NEC's eyes. Sources close to the NEC proceedings claim that the tension began when Mbalula openly criticized Ramaphosa's leadership style. In his typically blunt and fiery manner, Mbalula is said to have accused the president of being indecisive, too cautious, and incapable of taking bold stances needed to steer both the ANC and the country forward. He reportedly pointed to the ANC's declining support in recent elections, citing weak communication, poor grassroots mobilization, and the absence of a clear policy direction as evidence of Ramaphosa's failings. Comrade President, South Africans see us as toothless, and that is because of your leadership, Mbalula allegedly declared, his voice rising above the murmurs of discomfort in the room. Ramaphosa, visibly irritated, reportedly fired back, an uncharacteristic move for a leader known for his composed demeanor. He accused Mbalula of being reckless, opportunistic, and more concerned with media soundbites than with serious governance. According to attendees, Ramaphosa told Mbalula, "You thrive on noise and chaos, but running a country is not about grandstanding." What followed was a dramatic breakdown of decorum. NEC members, already divided on numerous issues, were drawn into the verbal battle. Some sided with Mbalula, arguing that the president's consultative approach has weakened the party's ability to project strength and decisiveness. Others defended Ramaphosa, suggesting that Mbalula was undermining the very leadership structure he is meant to uphold. As tempers flared, the meeting reportedly veered off agenda. Instead of focusing on policy proposals, electoral strategies, and governance reports, the room became an arena for political point-scoring and personal grievances. Ramaphosa, usually patient in navigating ANC internal battles, appeared to lose his composure when Mbalula doubled down, accusing him of shielding corrupt allies while presenting himself as a champion of renewal. Witnesses say the final straw came when Mbalula allegedly mocked Ramaphosa's handling of the Fikile scandal, suggesting that his credibility had been permanently damaged. At that point, Ramaphosa is said to have pushed back his chair, stood up abruptly, and declared that he would not be part of a circus before walking out of the meeting. The dramatic walkout left the NEC shaken. While some members attempted to restore calm, others described the incident as a clear indication of the widening cracks within the party. "It was not just an argument, it was war in that room," one insider revealed. "We have reached a point where the president and the secretary-general are pulling in opposite directions, and that is dangerous for the movement." Political analysts argue that this clash exposes the fragile balance of power within the ANC. Ramaphosa, though president of the country and party, has increasingly found himself under pressure from factions within his own ranks. Mbalula, with his popular style and grassroots appeal, represents a rising challenge to the president's authority. Some observers believe the confrontation could have far-reaching consequences. If Mbalula's criticism resonates with the party base, it could embolden those calling for a leadership shake-up ahead of future elections. On the other hand, Ramaphosa's visible frustration could signal that he is no longer willing to tolerate internal sabotage without fighting back. The ANC has long prided itself on unity, discipline, and collective leadership, but recent years have exposed deep divisions. With elections looming and public trust in the party at an all-time low, the image of the president storming out of an NEC meeting only reinforces the perception of a movement in turmoil. For Ramaphosa, the confrontation with Mbalula could either be a turning point or a dangerous setback. If he asserts himself more boldly, he may re-establish control over a divided organization. But if he retreats, allowing critics like Mbalula to dominate the narrative, his leadership could be further weakened. What is clear is that the ANC's internal strife has spilled into public view once again, fueling speculation about the future of its leadership. For South Africans watching from the outside, the drama inside Luthuli House serves as yet another reminder that the ruling party's internal battles may have just as much impact on the nation's direction as official government policies. In the words of one veteran NEC member, when the house is burning, you don't fight over who carries the water. But today, it seems some are more interested in fighting each other than saving the movement.